Hey everyone, how you doing? David Sod here from Skyjems. Thank you so much for taking the time to take a look at this absolutely stunning kunzite. So this gem is weighing in at 26.60 carats, and I absolutely love the elongated oval shape. So the measurements are 23.26 by 13.14 by 11.02 millimeters, and this is going to make an incredible piece of jewelry. So kunzite was originally found by a man named George Kunz, who was the gem buyer for Tiffany and Co. And he had discovered it, and it became a gem in I believe it was 1903 that they started cutting it and putting it in Tiffany jewelry. So at that time, Tiffany didn't have lines of colored stones like they do today. Like you'll see the Paloma Picasso line or whatever. So what's absolutely a lot of fun is if you get a chance, go online. You can just do like a Google image search for kunzite Tiffany jewelry, and you will see some of the most incredible pieces made. And you know, for me, some of my favorites are brooches, and you know, I really like brooches. Some of the nicest pieces you can find today are you know, that are still a very good value are brooches. A popular thing for a while was to turn those brooches into pearl to clasps for pearl necklaces, or sometimes just to turn them into centerpieces on pendants or necklaces. And now they're coming back quite strong, and you're going to see, if you take a look, like I said, you're going to see some incredible pieces. I personally, if I was to make this up, and we can make jewelry for you, if I were to make this, I would actually like to set it east-west, like that, you know, sideways. Probably, ideally, just in a in a simple pendant. It's a great size. Run it east-west with. I mean, it would be a necklace, not a pendant, because you just attach the chain off of either side. Just a simple double gallery basket setting with a chain soldered onto either side, and you have this with almost like a floating look. And something like that can be done for, I mean, with this, it's kind of a big stone. You're probably looking at about $400 US to make, you know, to do the work, to make the pendant setting for an absolutely incredible necklace. You know, there's no diamonds or whatnot in it, but it doesn't need that. This gem stands out on its own. And you know, what's neat about kunzite is, I mean, most people don't even know it exists, and even fewer people have one. So, you know, it's the kind of gem that you're going to get a lot of comments on, and you know, almost certainly, unless you know a lot of other gem and jewelry collectors, you are almost certainly going to be the only one you know who owns one and owns a piece of kunzite jewelry, which is pretty cool, right? So, it's a stunning gem. From Afghanistan, almost certainly untreated. Kunzite is generally not treated for color. You can see the cutting's lovely, good symmetry, you know, across the parts of a gem are the table, crown, girdle, pavilion, hewlett. You can see that the cutting, you know, cutting on the table's lovely, well cut, well polished, good symmetry. You know, then you go over to the crown, and we're getting a look at the crown here. The crown's well cut. I'm trying to get a good look at the facets there. There you go. You know, you can see it's well cut across the crown, well polished. The girdle's very well done, polished, not too thick. And then you have the pavilion here, again, well cut, good symmetry, right? Good symmetry on the gem between the two sides, and it comes up very nicely to the hewlett across the back. To run a hewlett that long and straight, and you have to understand these are cut by hand. This isn't you know, this isn't a computer. It's not a robot that's cutting it. So this is cut by hand. This is actually fine artisan work. You know, every single gem you get has been cut by somebody who spent, tens of thousands of hours doing this and being amazing at it. It's actually quite incredible that we can even have as many gems as we have. I mean, not just me, and I'm not saying me and Skyjems, I'm talking about generally in the world. The quality of what we get to have today is incredible. It is a beautiful, wonderful time that we live in. We get to have, even just 20 years ago, if you wanted to have a Kunzite, you probably had to pay 10 times as much. If you were a private customer and you wanted Kunzite, you probably had to pay 10 times as much. Then you also had to pay at least 2 or 3 times as much to have the work done, because if you weren't in a big city, you were basically held hostage by, the one jeweler in your town, and maybe you didn't even have a jeweler in your town. Maybe you had to go outside, maybe you had to drive, 50 or 80 or 100 miles to find a jeweler who would, even be able to do the work for you. And then if they wanted a stone, they had to find their gemstone dealer, and the availability of a gem that was, mined out of, a gem like this that was mined out of Afghanistan, cut in a cutting factory in Thailand, in Bangkok, and then, shipped to me once finished, and, I get to send it to you anywhere in the world for, and we're talking about a few $100s. It's not even $1,000 after shipping to have this absolutely stunning gem shipped to you, shipped to you in anywhere, and that's really pretty incredible. So, if you have any questions, comments, let me know. It's a stunning gem. It's going to make a beautiful piece of jewelry, and I hope you have yourself a wonderful day, and I hope you appreciate the absolutely beautiful time in history that we live in. It's pretty amazing that we get to have all the things that we have, and from gems to papayas, anything you want you can have. It's pretty incredible. So I hope you have a great day. Thanks for watching. Bye.